Greetings and welcome to Northwest Missouri State University's Bearcat Arena and the commencement exercises for winter 2019. I'm Dr. Tim Wall, Dean and Director of the Northwest School of Education. Thank you. The candidates for graduation will enter the arena soon, but I would first like to introduce our musicians. You have been listening to the Bell Tower Brass Ensemble under the direction of Maestro John Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bell Tower Brass Ensemble. We have a wonderful ceremony planned for this morning, and we thank each of you for being a part of our celebration. I would like to make a few announcements before the ceremony begins. Out of respect for our graduates, please take a moment and silence all cell phones and other noise-making devices, including but not limited to jet plane engines or red-haired 3-year-old boys like our son Luca. For your safety as well as of the candidates, we ask that you refrain from taking photographs in the aisles or the area in front of the stage, please. We have a photo area on the right side of the stage for your convenience. Please feel free to use this area, but do not block the aisles or deter the graduates from returning to their seats, we ask. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Please stand as you are able for the presentation of flags. Members of the Show Me Gold Missouri Army National Guard Officer Leadership Program present today's Honor Guard.
Face. Present. On. Order. On.
Thank you. International students who represent their classmates carry the flags of their countries of origin. Please remain standing for the entrance of the platform party. The platform party is led by Grand Marshal Dr. Sue Milikangas, Associate Professor in the School of Health Science and Wellness. The Northwest banner is being carried by our wonderful and talented Student Senate President, Asma Hassan. Ladies and gentlemen, Northwest Missouri State University proudly presents the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Our candidates are being led today by honor banner carriers Avery Behrens of the School of Agricultural Sciences, Michael Addison from the Melvin D. and Valerie G. Booth School of Business, Jensen Meyer for the School of Education, and Carrie Ogle for the School of Health Science and Wellness. Honor banner carriers are chosen by their school directors and discipline chairpersons. Each banner carrier has demonstrated exemplary collegiate accomplishment, both academically and personally.
My first announcement. Chief Green.
Please welcome the faculty of Northwest Missouri State University. Assisting our faculty is Dr. Shilo Lim, Associate Professor in the Melvin D. and Valerie G. Booth School of Business. Would you please remain standing, face the flag on the stage, and join in singing our national anthem, led by Mr. Max Hill, who will receive his bachelor's degree later today.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Would you please be seated? Now, please welcome the president of Northwest Missouri State University, Dr. John Jasinski.
Good morning, Bearcats. Good morning, Bearcats. Yeah, we're all here this morning. What an honor it is to welcome everyone to Northwest Missouri State University, our beautiful campus, the Missouri State Arboretum, and the home of Bearcat graduates to be. Welcome to the Winter Commencement exercises of 2019. We all know every day is a great day to be a Bearcat, ladies and gentlemen, and I know all of you, graduates to be, this will be a day that's fondly remembered in your lives. A day that we honor you because of your perseverance and your success here at Northwest Missouri State University. I'd like to take a few minutes and have you guys help me welcome a variety of guests here today at Bearcat Arena. First of all, our graduates, family, and friends. You're all here and you're also watching online, but graduates to be, your families have meant so much to you, to us at Northwest Missouri State. Can we please welcome your family and friends? And graduates to be, our faculty and staff. I say it every year. I reflect on it every day as I walk into work to the administration building. I think about our servant leadership, and selfless work on behalf of our faculty and staff, will you please help me say thank you to our wonderful, excellent faculty and staff. Behind me, our platform guests. They're composed of Board of Regents, Northwest leadership team members, our Provost Council members, our Faculty Senate President, our Student Senate President, faculty members, and our registrar. Will you please help me thank them for what they do? Thank you all. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Dr. Wall, by the way. Thanks for listening. Thank you. And certainly help me welcome our commencement speaker, John Carr. He promised at first a 20, 25, 28-minute speech. I think he's cut it down quite a bit, so please help me welcome John Carr. And for those of you watching online, this ceremony, thank you for joining us. I know we've got some people downstairs at Bearcat Arena because we have overflow crowds, and we're so thankful for that. Please remember, for those watching online and throughout the nation and beyond, use the hashtag NWGrad as you post a variety of postings about Northwest Missouri State University. If I could direct your attention to the screen here, we'll just kind of walk you through what's going to happen here in the near term. You'll hear just a little bit of introductory and reflections from me. John Carr will follow me and talk about his reflections as a faculty member and all that you do. At that point, you will walk across this stage. You'll receive your diploma. We'll take a picture here, and then we'll commence your degrees. Michelle Drake, an alum of Northwest Missouri State University, will give you a Northwest alumni welcome, and then we'll have the closing. It will be a grand day. We'll make it fun, but we'll also honor the traditions of commencement ceremonies. Candidates for degrees, we're here to celebrate you, to celebrate all that you've done in your years at Northwest Missouri State University. If you'd allow me, I'd like to just share 3 very brief stories about 3 different journeys. And I believe that they represent what we do at Northwest Missouri State University to better lives and to connect as we do as Bearcats. First, Carrie Ogle. Carrie is a school nurse at Maryville High School. Having practiced in the field for 5 years, she wanted to advance her knowledge. She developed a passion for healthcare watching her grandmother serve as a public health nurse. Today, Carrie is the first student to graduate from Northwest's relaunched RN to BSN program. Shay Goins had to weave through and adjust to all that life offered, to jump over hurdles and fend off the notion of not completing her degree. Shay is a shining example of grit, resilience, perseverance, and today she graduates with a degree in psychology. Good, yeah. And a third example of Bearcats doing what we do as Bearcats is Jace Pine. Jace transferred to Northwest from Metropolitan Community College in Kansas City. Northwest exposed him to profession-based learning and the likes of Missouri Hope, exercises at Mazingo Outdoor Education and Recreation Area. In addition to his coursework at Northwest, Jace is a full-time firefighter for the Maryville Fire Department, an intern for Nottoway County Emergency Management, works part-time for the Nottoway County Ambulance District, and is a dispatcher for Maryville Public Safety. He also is a staff member in Consortium for Humanitarian Service and Education exercises. He studies on the side, I guess, with all of that he's doing there. Jace receives his bachelor's degree today in Emergency Disaster Management and Geographic Information Science with an emphasis in emergency response. Graduates to be, I believe that Carrie, who wanted to better herself after having been out of school, Shay, being resilient through some tough battles and serving as an inspiration to so many, and Jace transferring into Northwest, getting engaged, and bettering his communities. Those are 3 examples, but I'm confident there are 657 other stories of success, of grit, and of Bearcats being Bearcats. And I congratulate each and every one of you. Thank you. We have bachelor's, master's degree candidates and specialist in education candidates with us today. And you're getting ready to walk across this stage. And I really ask you guys to think about how you have set the stage. You're going to walk across this stage, but you have set the stage for the next chapters of your life by being Bearcats. And I'd submit there's about 6 ways as I reflect on Northwest Missouri State and how we interact with you and vice versa, 6 ways that you've helped set the stage for your own future. And I invite you to look up the screen for a minute. I don't know if we can get this mic on, if you guys don't mind. Got it? Okay, thank you. First of all, graduates-to-be, you have persevered. You have to understand that in our country, roughly 3 or 4 out of 10 Americans have a post-secondary education credential or degree. So you're entering into kind of some high territory in terms of someone who has persevered, and we congratulate you for that. You have really been a Bearcat. You've learned, you've cared, you've connected, you've practiced civility, and you've showed pride. That's so important to us at Northwest Missouri State University. We believe it sets the stage for you for the future. You have contributed. You've contributed in the classroom and outside the classroom. You've contributed in helping each other grow. You've helped us, our faculty and staff, grow. But you've also helped Northwest Missouri State University, soon to be your alma mater. Our performance is second to none. We enroll students, we retain students, we graduate students at 20% above the average of our peers, and we're number 1 in the state for placing our graduates. We're number 1 in the state, and you are part of that. So you, indeed, have helped us contribute. But you also have celebrated and uplifted. You've celebrated differences, and you've uplifted similarities. You have set the stage for us to practice civility and to stand out and to join hands and to lock arms and to say that we're with each other no matter of our age, sex, religion, and so on. Very important as a Bearcat. And you have been engaged. We think about a variety of individual organizations, so many student organizations, so many opportunities connected to profession-based learning. You have engaged in those and set yourself up the future. And also you have connected. We talk about hashtag Bearcats Connect. It's not just a phrase. It's not just a slogan. We connect. You connect with internship providers and employers. Alumni want to connect with you and help you and uplift you in the future. Alumni connect back up with us to help us drive academic programming. Our partners in this community and well beyond this community help us be a better institution. We want you to connect today, tomorrow, next year, next decade, and throughout your lives back to Northwest Missouri State University. In representing Connection, we have a video prepared for you, our 2019 Winter Commencement Ceremony participants, that we think displays and illustrates Bearcat connections. Please take a look.
As a kid and growing up in high school, like, you were kind of trying to fit in, trying to figure out who you were. And I mean, even people go to college and they still don't figure it out. But just by the different challenges I faced, from the people I've met that have, put wisdom in me and have made me think, have asked me those challenging questions, I've definitely been able to find myself here at Northwest.
Coming into college, I didn't know that I could be successful. I didn't think I could ever excel in academics. My first semester here, I got a 4.0 just because a few faculty members believed in me. And so overcoming that barrier of can I succeed in a college environment was one of the hardest things that I had to go through.
You do college to get the good grades, but it's more about the experience. And so trying to balance social, academics, work, and for me, I've learned how to kind of keep those things in balance and keep myself in check. That's been the biggest challenge and biggest growing experience.
You know, when you start as a freshman, you feel like you're just young and innocent, you don't know anything. You're trying this whole adulting thing for the first time. You don't know what you're doing with your life. But as you go, you learn how to be an adult and how to be successful.
The faculty here, they care. They make this place feel like home. When I came here, I truly didn't feel like I had a home, and these people, they just make me feel secure and safe here.
I think that's a really big benefit of coming here, is that the faculty and staff are so caring and so willing to see students succeed every day and wanting to help them along their path.
The culture that Northwest brings really opened my eyes to what the real world really is. I think being exposed to all that stuff has been really good for me.
I was excited to leave the nest. I was excited to do my own thing and make my own person. I feel like that's something that really happened here, was I got to make my own me and become who I am.
I went from that shy kid to somebody that's willing to get in front of a crowd and speak my voice and say what I need to say and teach and mold young minds. I've definitely grown as a person and hopefully grown as an educator as my time goes on.
During my time here at Northwest, I had a lot of good and bad experiences, but from all those experiences, what I've learned is, I should never give up, because sometimes you fail, sometimes you succeed. But from all those failures, you have a lesson to learn, and you should persevere and do even better than what you did before.
Northwest is home. Northwest is who you become.
Don't take anything for granted. Just enjoy the moment, soak it all up while you can, and just enjoy being in the present. Don't worry about what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. Worry about the right now and just take it in and enjoy those moments. That experience, those 4 years of being here, that made me me. That made me who I am.
Our thanks to Todd Weddle, Brandon Bland, and team for putting that video together. We believe that does represent some of the connections that are part of your experience at Northwest Missouri State University. Graduates-to-be, if you don't mind, and we ask participants too, your friends and family members, if you don't mind taking out your phones, we want to have a few interactive questions. This is not a final exam. We know you're done. You did well on your finals, right? You did well on your finals, right? Yeah, Mom and Dad, I did. Okay. So if you can go to slido.com, and then the password there is hashtag NWGrad. The question is, your favorite place to eat on campus? Einstein Brother Bagels, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Bearcat Commons with Donna, Zen, and Mooyah. So I'm going to give this a few minutes, let you guys get on your phones, send your answers. You can only answer once. I'm not supposed to walk this far, am I? So Dr. Baker and Student Affairs, this will give you an indication that Chick-fil-A is doing okay, right? All right. Okay, well, Brandon, let's go on to the next question there. Your favorite place on campus, B.D. Owens Library in general, but also during finals week, napping in a campus hammock, the UPD waiting room, I wasn't sure there's a waiting room there, the Kissing Bridge in the spring, and Bearcat Stadium on a Saturday afternoon. Look at that. Moms and dads, don't be alarmed. Your students are at the B.D. Owens Library. Just doesn't mean that that's their favorite place, that's all. Clarence Green, our police chief back there, our vice president of culture, you're back in the back. That's good to see that you are last on the list and not the favorite place there for our students. That's great. Thank you. All right, let's go on, Brandon. If you were tweeting at me, at President Jazz, what did you tweet about the most? Snow days, parking, dangerous squirrels, turning on the AC, turning on the heat. Predictably, if you all have short-term memories, but 9 school days, I think it was 9 that we called off last spring. It was just a brutal winter, and you'd get like a half inch of snow. President Jazz, it's time to cancel school, not so much, okay? Very good, very good. All right, let's go on. What best describes your academic experience? Prepared me for the next step, profession-based learning, carrying faculty that really helped me succeed. Still trying to decide my major, which, I don't know about that one. We put that up there. And no question, no surprise, our faculty who just give of themselves, do so much for you and for all of us. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Next question here. How many quote-unquote interactions did you have with UPD, our University Police Department? Now, this doesn't define what kind of interactions. I just want to go on record and say that. 1, 2, 0, 10 plus. Again, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, don't be surprised that it's 10 plus for many of our graduates to be. That's because our University Police Department is part of our community. They get out and do policing the way it should be done, and we're so thankful for their service. Yeah, thank you. Okay, next question. How did you do on your finals? I aced them, just okay. TBD, sorry, Mom. Oh, good Lord. Oh, well, when we were putting the answers together, we didn't want to put sorry, Mom up there just in case. Okay, so it's kind of like half and half. We either aced them or sorry, Mom. Got it, okay. Next question. After I graduate today, I'm heading to Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas. I don't think Kansas is up there. Another state, international, or not sure. Lots of you staying in the state, many of you going outside the state, surrounding states, international. It's very good. Thank you. And next one, please. What word best describes Northwest? Caring, champions, family, connected, passionate, or hashtag OAB, AAB. And predictably, OAB, once a Bearcat, always a bear. Let's do that again. OAB, AAB is once a Bearcat. Very good. Predictably, that means so much. It means about being forever green. It means about connecting as Bearcats and learning. But at the end of the day, as you see, it's also part of family. Thank you very much for participating. At this time, we just want to give you a few brief statistics about who you are, and then we'll get to our commencement speaker. If you look up on the screen, you can see that we have 657 total graduates between our 10 a.m. and our 2 p.m. ceremonies. You can see on the screen split between graduate, undergraduate, master's, and education specialists. Our top graduate major being applied computer science, and our top undergraduate major being elementary education. Yeah, that's good. Our youngest graduate being 20, and our oldest graduate, congratulations, is 55. Thank you very much. Up next, you can kind of see the distribution across the U.S. in terms of your home states. You get a sense of who you are and from where you come. And after that, you can look at our 101 international students, many of you being from India, but you can see the other represented countries as well. Thank you very much for you being part of Northwest Missouri State University. And then you can see, and Dr. Jamie Hoyman, our provost, will talk about this, but students graduating with honors, you can see the numbers up there, and we're so very proud and thankful for your excellence in the classroom. Let's give you guys a round of applause. For those of you, I know there's several in the 2 o'clock ceremony that are active military or veterans that are graduates to be. If there's anybody at the 10 o'clock ceremony that's in the service or a veteran, would you guys stand here? And then we would also ask in the audience, if you're a veteran, would you please stand and be recognized for your service? Thank you very much. Also, we have two of our very own, two of our Northwest employees being honored today and recognized through this graduation ceremony, Jessica Henry and Corey Adwell. Jessica and Corey, can you please stand and be recognized too? Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. There's Corey. Thank you, Corey. Bearcat graduating class of 2019. This is called a commencement. And think about that word commencement. It really means a chapter in your life that culminates today on December 13, 2019. But it also really represents what begins today for each and every one of you, what you'll accomplish in the years ahead. We can't wait to hear your stories as you connect back with your alma mater. We can't wait to hear about how you're bettering lives, bettering communities. And we thank you. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for allowing Northwest to help set the stage for you as you celebrate and launch the next chapter of your life. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker. Mr. John Carr serves as coordinator and instructor for the Emergency and Disaster Management Program. He is Northwest's 2020 recipient of the Governor's Award for Excellence in Education. I just want to put a fine exclamation point on that. Across this state, one faculty member from each institution is selected to receive the Governor's Award for Excellence in Education. John Carr is ours for 2020. John joined Northwest faculty in 2015, works to create the next generation of emergency managers, first responders, and humanitarians by following his mission of doing the greatest good for the greatest number of people. In addition to teaching courses, John serves as exercise director for Missouri Hope and the executive director for the Consortium of Humanitarian Service and Education, as well as serving his community through his work with the Maryville Public Safety Fire Division, Boy Scouts of America, American Red Cross, and all emergency management initiatives in Northwest Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. John Carr.
Hello, everyone. What an opener. I'll have to take you on tour with me whenever I go. Thank you guys very much for having me. Hello, everyone. It is an honor to speak to you today. First, I would like to thank our president and our Board of Regents for their invitation to speak. Thank you to our provost, our Northwest leadership team, faculty, honored guests, and all of our graduates here with us today. This is an exciting day, a day for you to celebrate everything that you have achieved and all the good times you had here at Northwest. To our graduates, you've made it. This is the finish line. And to our cheering section, thank you. Here with us are parents, guardians, grandparents, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, sons, daughters, and family. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for your support of these graduates. Thank you for raising such awesome people, and thank you for sharing them with us. I say this with sincerity on behalf of the faculty. These students make our jobs worthwhile. We would not do what we do if these students were not amazing to work with. So thank you. So here we are. You have spent the last few years waiting for this moment, the moment when you can walk across this stage in the presence of thousands of people to celebrate this incredible achievement, to celebrate the work that you've done. And when I say work, I don't just mean getting good grades and getting a degree. I mean the impact that you have made on this world even before you graduated. Here in the small town of Maryville, we have students that are rebranding companies, researching cures for cancer, creating emergency plans to make our communities safer, finding agriculture solutions to address our changing food needs, raising thousands of dollars for worthy causes, preserving our history as a people, and creating the next generation of cybersecurity experts, just to name a few. The impact that you have made in your 20-something years on this earth is amazing, and we look forward to all of the accomplishments to come. In asking some of our former speakers about how to go about writing this speech, the advice was to focus on what I am passionate about. Little did they know that you all would get a 15-minute speech on the merits of Kansas City barbecue with a few Monty Python quotes thrown in. Best barbecue in the nation. All right. Applause for that as well. All right. No, like many of your faculty, I am passionate about teaching. Barbecue is certainly a close second, but teaching is certainly number one. I love my job. Every morning, I get to wake up, go to work, and work with a classroom full of the brightest, goofiest, strangest, most caring, most helpful, most brilliant students. And I go to bed knowing that this day will come when they head off to make the world a better place. And that's what binds us all together. You want to make the world a better place. It may not be what rolls off the tongue when people ask you, what are you doing after college? But it is. You are making the world a better place through your teaching, through farming, through coding, through research, through your training, or whatever your major is. That is how you are making the world a better place. So you have prepared yourself to take on this challenge. Very soon, you will be out in the real world as a proud, employed Bearcat alumni. I can promise that this transition will be a mixed bag of ups and downs, a transition that will be much easier with the help of others. Today, I would like to share with you some of the advice that made a difference when I hit these moments, advice and lessons that I learned from the most important people in my life. Lesson number one, adapt and overcome. When my university seminar class meets for the first time each fall, I start things off with a bang. I have a fanfare of trumpets coming over the speakers, and I give an inspirational speech about just how tough the human race really is. As a people, we used to hunt mammoth. We hunted bison, we fought bears, we lived in sub-zero temperatures sheltered only by animal skin. The point being, things may seem tough right now, but we are going to make it through. As someone who studies disasters, I can tell you that humans have survived droughts, plagues, volcanoes, floods, and everything imaginable. Once the danger is past, we pull ourselves out of the rubble, we go check on our neighbors, and we start working toward recovery. We adapt to our new surroundings, and we overcome our challenges. I know it seems like the end of the world when you're turned down for that first job that you apply for, but it's okay. Get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. When you get up, know that you are not alone. Failure is frustrating and exhausting, leaving us feeling like we are too weary to go on. Know that there are people just on the other side of the fire, people who have walked the same road that you are on and want you to succeed. Your family, your friends, your supervisors, your professors. We've spent many years trying to summit the same mountain that you're on, and we are only a few steps ahead. We are here to support you and make sure that you make it to the top. You also have people a few steps behind you on this journey. Your siblings, other students, and soon, whether you want them or not, you will find yourself with people seeking your guidance and your support. Just like you, they are walking the journey. When times are tough, just know that you are not alone. We are all in this together. Adapt and overcome and move on to your next battle. Lesson number two, don't let the jerks get you down. During my first year, my first big kid job, I had a lot to learn. How to write proposals, how to make my bosses happy, how to navigate who likes who and who doesn't, but most importantly, how to go about my job without it dragging me down. Like many of you, I wanted nothing more than to be the best at what I did, but I soon found that there were forces at work against me. There are people that would never be pleased, customers that would never be satisfied, paperwork that would never be perfect, and projects that would never get done. For a while during that first year, I was just flat mad. I was angry. Why can't I get things perfect? When I was a student, I aced my projects, I got good grades on tests, I did it all right. But as soon as I take this job, the demons find me. I'm down in the dirt, dragging on the pavement. What am I doing wrong? What the heck happened? I went and unloaded all of this onto one of my mentors, and what was their reply? Don't let the jerks get you down. No matter how hard you work, how long you plan, how many times you double check, things will never be perfect. And that's okay. None of us are perfect. Life isn't perfect. Those people that are trying to drag you down are living in a little snow globe surrounded by chaos and are only focused on what goes on inside that little bubble. Those people want you in that snow globe with them, surrounded by the storm. But you have a choice to be in there with them or out. In the words of Mr. Winston Bishop, when are you going to stop worrying about what other people have to say? When I look into my suggestion box, it is full. People have a lot to say about the way that I live my life. But there's only one comment card that I pay attention to, and you know what that card says? It says, "Great job. Keep it up." And you know who filled out that card? Me. No matter how hard things get, don't let the jerks get you down. Third, find your mission and use your talents to help others. This week has likely been a rough one for many of you. You've been studying for tests, applying for jobs, maybe waiting to hear back from graduate school, all while having to close a very important chapter in your life. You've made a second home for yourself here with your friends, your major, your club, your sorority, your fraternity, your band, your choir. And about the time you vacuumed up your apartment, it clicked that today was different. Your pathway isn't planned out by degree audit anymore. And there's no move-in weekend to welcome you into adulthood. It's a disorienting feeling. For the first time, you have the wheel and you get to choose where you go. As a quick sidebar to lighten the mood, let's get back to talking about barbecue. More generally, let's just talk about food. As my students will attest, the two things that I am most passionate about in life are teaching and food. Teaching is a given, and while all of you students and graduates are certainly important, you guys eventually graduate and leave us professors for greener pastures. But food will never leave me. Food is forever. When I say food, this isn't just any food, but real food, home-cooked food, food that when you take a bite, the whole world fades away, and all that remains is that moment of perfection, soon to be a memory of that exact second in your life. The reason that I am so passionate about food is because of my mother. My mother is known for being a talented cook and a fantastic human being, using her talents to help all of those around her. Our family, like many of the Midwest, showed people that we love them through food. Food can say, "Welcome to the family." It can say, "I love you." It can say, "Things will get better." It can say, "You are going to make it a great day." Our mother made sure that whatever inspiration we needed, we knew that she was here to support us. Cooking was her talent, and she used that talent to make sure that we knew that we were loved. Not just her children, but our friends, our sports teams, our scout troops, our classmates, our teachers, and our neighbors. All of them knew that they were loved, and all of them knew that they were always welcome in our home. That is my mom's mission, to make the world a better place using her amazing talents. Her life has changed dozens of times, from working with high schoolers in Kansas City, to teaching working parents as a Missouri Extension Office educator, to being a stay-at-home mom raising 4 very busy kids, to providing support to anyone in her community that needs it. Her life, her career, her community continued to change, but that mission of helping others is what defines her. Each of you has a mission. You may not have it written down or even thought of it before now, but it's there. That fire that pushed you to accomplish everything that you have done already. What people do you want to help? What problem do you want to fix? What thing in this world do you want to make just a little bit better? When those changes come, change of job, change in your team, change in location, and you're feeling a little bit lost, use that mission as your guiding star. If you orient yourself to that mission instead of that job or that award, success will be much easier to find. What I would encourage each of you to do is to take stock of your talents and ask yourself, How can I make my community a better place? If your talent is caring, there are people out there that need you. If your talent is working, you are needed. If your talent is simply listening, there are a lot of people out there that need you. Each of you has a unique talent, and there will always be a place for it. Find your mission and use your talents to help others. And now, as my speech comes to a close, I would like to see you off in the same way that I welcome my freshmen to campus each fall. In a few minutes, you will march across this stage as a triumphant graduate, clad in the same daily uniform as Judge Judy, and we will all cheer. For you have accomplished a great achievement. You'll go to Colden Pond, take your pictures, hug friends, and likely shed a tear. For today is a hard day. Today, you are done. Today is the end of a long road of barely passed gen ed courses, changing your major 4 times, and procrastinating studying for exams. As you close the door of your apartment and drive out of town, you will ask yourself, what do I do now? I want you to put on some triumphant fanfare and remind yourself of just how awesome you really are. Your ancestors hunted mammoth, they fought bears, they crossed oceans and migrated across great prairies. As you leave town with your car packed to the brim and your laundry hamper riding shotgun, just remember, this is not the end of the story. This is merely the end of a chapter, and you are just starting the next one. You have the chance to make the world a better place. Adapt and overcome. Don't let the jerks get you down, and use your talents to help others. You are strong. You are powerful. You are Bearcats! Go forth and be awesome, Bearcats, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Carr. You had us at Kansas City Barbecue. We now move to the recognition of academically honored candidates, and I am honored to introduce the Provost of Northwest, Dr. Jamie Hoyman.
If I have to follow that, at least I get to follow it by announcing the students have graduated with honors. That's about the only way to follow that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to recognize those baccalaureate students graduating with honors. Their names appear in your commencement program with a single, double, or triple asterisk. Students graduating cum laude are wearing white honor cords. They've earned a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74, and their names appear with a single asterisk. Will you stand? Congratulations. Students graduating magna cum laude are wearing green honor cords. They have earned a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.94. Their names appear with a double asterisk. Please stand. Congratulations. And last but not least, students wearing gold honor cords have earned almost either a perfect or a near perfect GPA of 3.95 to a 4.0. Their names appear in the program with a triple asterisk. They will graduate summa cum laude. Please stand. Honor program graduates are noted with a plus symbol in your program. And once again, will you all stand and please be congratulated. Okay, we're going to take your honors away. If you received an honor cord, stand. Congratulations. All right, now this is your first test. Will all candidates for the bachelor's degrees please rise? All right, that's another test passed. President Jasinski, these candidates, upon my recommendation and the recommendation of the associate provosts, deans, school directors, chairpersons, and faculty from the School of Agricultural Science, School of Business, School of Education, School of Health Science and Wellness, School of Communication and Mass Media, School of Computer Science and Information Systems, and the Departments of Fine and Performing Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, Language, Literature and Writing, Mathematics, Statistics, and Natural Sciences are presented to you for conferral of their bachelor's degree. Will these candidates please come forward? For the comfort of all the graduates and your viewing pleasure, can you sit back down until your row is released, and then you'll come up on stage.
Deshay Devana Goins. Braden Noka. Daniel Brookhart. Delaney Lynn Jakubovic. Caitlin Bussiere Kreider. Stone Blue Cole. Savannah Elise Wiederholt. Jessica Ann Henry. Caden Mark Farnan. Megan Flatley Moriarty. Kelly Marie Schieber. Hunter Neil Holstein. Hayden Guthrie Mars. Evelyn Page Hale. Hannah K. Bayshore. Mally Ann McMillan. Madison Merlin Scarda. Blake Colby Jones. Kristen K. Powers. Taylor Marie Fells. Clea Dane Kernett. Kaylee Lean. Derek Michael Hussey. Anna Mae Goman. Megan Marie Timmons. Rebecca Lynn Wood. Ashley Faith Sheely. Anderson Christine Fields. Destiny Hope Marie Klossick. Brandon Lee Marks. Darcy Nicole Stansberry. Bradley J. Lawson. Carrie Kathleen Ogle. Michael Seth Addison. Tyler Justice. Allison Dolores Connor. Stephen Garrett Thomas Niemeyer. Terry James Johnson. Carrie Danelle Harris. Alexandra Page Church. Elise C. McDonough. Peyton Lee Greathouse. Kristen Nicole McCulley. Celine Jeanette Blodgett Wright. Olivia Page Daly. Taylor Lynn Durrell. Tatum Olivia Branson. Madison Ryan Dye. Macy Bryn Rich. Lexi Quinn Rich. Samantha Baldwin. Cole Marvin Bounds. Tyrion Keller Hicks. Kylie Ann Bonham. Autumn Jewel Wokach. Lauren Darling Potts. Bailey Nicole Ahrens. Hannah Elaine Glendenning. Chelsea Lynn Myrick. Nicholas Scott Myrick. Zachary Allen Cotner. Megan Ann Hirsch. Kara Morgan Henrick. Rachel Michelle Hayes. Kaylee Jean Wilmoth. Kennedy Renee King. Hannah Elizabeth Moore. Hunter Dane Charles Mobley. Alana Nicole Williams. Ashlyn Brooke Spencer. Bailey Sue Hyatt. Angela Marie Angela Marie Giamalva. Kylie Ann Nicole Cox. Maggie Therese Novak. Carmen Marisa Hernandez. Sierra Knudsen. Andrew Richard Moldenauer. Michael Ryan Farlow. Justin Garrett Wymuth. Alexandra M. Reynolds. Ashley Marie Osman. Taylor Lynn Ursendowski. Carly Marie Schwartz. Amber Marie Omak. Danielle Marie O'Neill. Haley Kate Ballinger. Danielle Goshaw. Heath Stephen Downing. Braden Tyler Schultes. Dalton James Anderson. Dylan James Goldsmith. Alexis Geisert. Cody S. Haas. Lauren Page Nichols. Help me out. Aluatoyan KG Akinmoladun. Sydney Luton Carter. Nina Elaine Freya. Madeline Adele Armstrong. Charlene Nicole Penrod. Amy Renee Shoemaker. Julie Rinderknecht. Pedro Enrique de Oliveira Pontes. Jason Cole Ruckman. Benjamin Allen Brown. Parker Todd Smith. Roderick Alexander Hayes. Tobias Nathaniel Todd. Kyle Matthew Brewster. Carmen Marisa Hernandez. Colby Dean Goff. Brittany N. Hudson. Shayna Brianne Borer. Brooke Teresa Beischer. Christina Renee Hankins. Lauren Simoneau. Alexis Marie Sisk. Shelby Christine Bartlett. Demario Harris Jr. Bryson Michael McManus. Lucas Reed Curl. Wesley Matthew Davis. Wyatt Andrew Borkowski. Hunter Owens Hayes. Henry J. Hatfield. Wyatt Cody Lewis. Christopher David Hansel. Sunny Shai. Molly McNabb. Casey Ann Turner. Kristen Faye Edmiston. Riley Nicole Bates. Morgan Lynn Newman. Hannah Marie Liggett. Michaela Marie Taylor. Erica Lynn Brunker. Taylor Allen Wallace. Lauren Grace Mays. Ashley M. Grady. Casey Renee Ann Wilson. Colin Dean Brewer. Carson William Klein. Casey J. Clark. Allison L. Fast. Cassidy Ray Jensen. Peyton J. Rock. Avery Ann Behrens. Haley Nicole Hogan. Abby L. Wright. Haley Kathleen Yetter. Austin Maria Baxter. Ashley Stanbridge. Austin D. Buzzle. Shelby Lemoyne Saul. Bailey Catherine White. Marie Kimmery Palmer. Hannah Sue Meisner. Jadra Joelle Moses. William L. Grant. Verisa Clogley. Jensen Meyer. Courtney Jo Dynas. Anna Christine Kelly. Ho Jun Song. Tyler Jones. Tyler David Jacobson. Reed Dylan Steiner. Nicholas Blake Birkenholtz. Aman Patel. Akul Sood. Rahul Robinson Manoa. Benny Frankie Nunez. Isaiah Devin Strayhorn. Broderick James Buck. Zachary Robert Pierce. Ryan James Spellhog. Emily Kathleen Mikush. Mallory Marie DeGase. Michaela Brooke Quick. Marceau Lee Confer. Jordan Ann Bustad. Jade Victoria Lemon. Carly D. Loth. Trevor Mader. Ice Hoagie. Isa Hoagie. Morgan E. Griffith. Jessica Mary Jane Taylor. Courtney Jordan Bishop. Courtney Vanessa Compton. Emily Renee Elliott. David Anzuris. Hunter Dallinghouse. Sage Itis. Emily Maria Torrey. Sierra Ray Finley. Addison Lee Carroll. Rihanna Oksana Grisdale. Ashley Nicole Brinks. Radanya Renee Nelson. Elizabeth Caitlin Roush. Bradley Ellis Sheely. Caroline Francis Craven. Caitlin R. Kernan. Papitan Bunyaratapan. Molly Louise Welter. Emily Nicole Osterhaus. Brianne Lee Downs. Rachel Faith Dreyer. Abigail Catherine Brown. Victoria Overton. Jocelyn Matea Seals. Kara Lee Goddard. James Cromuk. Cody Matthew Ellison. Courtney Ann Hyman. Corey Allen Adwell. Mackenzie Leanne Hartman. Julia Esther Morris. Pooja Paudyal. Bridget Avery Cunningham. Courtney Marie Cox. Kayla Marie Weiss. Scout Madison Montgomery. Grant William Fagan. Sam Tyler Zimmel. Hannah Louise Sharpenberg. Gabrielle Lynn Peak. Michaela Diane Gabrielle. Heather Nicole Vanderwide. Royce Scott Elder. Sabrina Dawn Trouts. Jessica Lynn Niebling. Derek Chase Parks. Tyler Jacob Busker. Jared Wayne Simmons. Justin Bradley Daniels. Tyler A. Snyder. Abigail Kathleen Kirk. Allison Kopp. Savannah Brielle Williams. Hallie Sutter. Lauren Elizabeth McHenry. Brianna Frances Beesing. Madison Ray Hetherington. Justin Tag Purcell. Marquez Anthony Smith. Haley Dawn Share. Last but not least, Griffin Dodge Slava. Thank you for your help. You can do the live because I wasn't able to hear you. I'm old, I got a lot of hair. Oh, that's great. Thank you for doing this.
We'll pause just for a moment while our degree candidates finish getting their picture taken and return to their seats. Will the candidates for bachelor's degree please stand? By the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri and our Board of Regents, I confer upon you, subject to completion of all requirements, as certified by our registrar, the bachelor's degree, and admit you to the fellowship of educated individuals with all its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate these new graduates as they move their tassels.
Congratulations, graduates. Now, will all the candidates for the master's degrees please rise? There we go. President Jasinski, these candidates, upon my recommendation and the recommendation of the Associate Provost, graduate faculty, college deans, school directors, are presented to you for conferral of master's degree. Will these candidates please come forward?
Alexton Herrera. Benjamin Allen Engstrand. Dylan Webb. Shelby Burnett. She gets an entire tuition refund for that, Greg. Lauren Nicole Schlazelman. Brittany Leanne Lechner. Amanda Jo Niemeyer. Jessica Leanne Nivens.
And again, we'll pause just for a moment while our degree candidates finish getting their picture taken and return to their seats. I want to make sure y'all received your diplomas too, right? You guys didn't see that, but we forgot one. And will the candidates for master's degrees please stand? By the authority, there you go, yeah, that's good. By the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri and our Board of Regents, I confer upon you, subject to completion of all requirements as certified by our registrar, the master's degree, and admit you to the fellowship of educated individuals with all its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate these new graduates as they move their tassels.
Will the candidate for specialist degree please wave your hand, because I think you're in back already. President Jasinski, this candidate, upon my recommendation, the recommendation of the graduate faculty and associate provost, are presented to you for conferral of specialist degree in education. Will the candidate please come forward?
Melissa Diane Miller.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri and our Board of Regents, I confer upon you, Melissa, subject to completion of all requirements as certified by our registrar, the Specialist in Education degree, and admit you to the fellowship of individuals with all its rights, honors, privileges, and obligations. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Melissa your best as she moves her tassels. Okay, we're in closure mode. Just a couple of other items to take care of. Michelle Drake is a 1998 graduate of Northwest Missouri State University. She provides superlative service for our Human Resources Department at Northwest Missouri State University. Bobby Bearcat joins her. Please give them your best as new members of the Northwest Alumni Association.
Good morning, graduates and guests. Congratulations on your graduation, graduates. My name is Michelle Drake, and I am a proud alum of Northwest Missouri State University. Over 20 years ago, I sat in those same seats and felt the excitement that you do today. It is my honor to officially welcome you and all your family to the Northwest Alumni Association. The Bearcat family is over 75,000 strong, each sharing the common bond of being a loyal and passionate Bearcat. At this time, I would like to ask all Northwest alumni in the audience to please stand and be recognized by the newest members of the Alumni Association. Graduates, starting today, you are now part of a family that can support you, grow with you, and connect with you with all the amazing opportunities in your future. The goal of the Alumni Association is to promote, mentor, and connect with the Bearcats. You may be wondering how to be a Bearcat after graduating. Here are just a few suggestions. Number 1, promote. Promote Northwest by wearing your Northwest gear and displaying the Northwest Alumni Association decal you will receive when you turn in your gown today. Like that plug? Turn in your gown. Number 2, mentor. Mentor Bearcats that are still at Northwest by informing them of all the internships and employment opportunities in your respected field. Number 3, connect. Keep connected to Northwest by attending alumni events hosted by one of our over 21 alumni chapters around the world. You can find a listing of the chapters in your commencement programs. And don't forget to keep the Alumni Association updated on all your future successes and accomplishments. Once again, congratulations on a job well done. I know you've truly earned it. Wherever you go or whatever you do in the future, the Alumni Association will be here to help keep you connected with your Northwest family. Always remember, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Congratulations, and congratulations on your many successes in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle and Robert. Formal name for graduation for Bobby today. Just a few more announcements, please. Would you please make sure to arrange a meeting place after the ceremony if you've not already done so, as your family members will not have access to the Student Recreation Center or Bearcat Arena after the ceremony. And also, don't forget to return your gown within 45 minutes to the Student Rec Center following the recessional. Congratulations to our graduates, and thank you, guests, for your attendance today. As we near the end of the ceremony, we welcome you to welcome you to join Mr. Max Hill to loudly and proudly sing the Northwest alma mater and celebrate being new Northwest alumni. The lyrics are in the back of your commencement program. So please stand as you are able and join in singing the Northwest alma mater and continue standing after for the closing remarks from President Jasinski.
Let your voices loudly ringing echo far and near. Songs of praise thy children singing to thy memory dear. Alma mater, tender, fair, and true. Grateful ones with love unfailing, all their vows renewed. Yeah.
Again, thanks to Max. Max, thank you. Please allow me to take a moment to thank our color guard, the Show Me Gold color guard, our musicians, the Bell Tower Brass Ensemble, our faculty marshals, our banner carriers, the staff from Show Me Presentations, our marketing and communications team, Michelle Drake, our University Police Department, and our MC, his first ever today, Dr. Tim Wall. And the person with her team that puts all this together, Jordan Greenhaw, our commencement coordinator. Jordan, thank you for all that you do. Graduates, you've turned your tassels, received your diplomas, no longer Northwest students. You are Northwest alumni, proud green and white family members. You're part of a cherished and unbelievably supportive Bearcat network that celebrates Northwest's long tradition of excellence. Use that network, stay connected. As we conclude, Bearcats, please allow the platform party and faculty to depart Bearcat Arena before you meet your families and return your gowns. Again, we'd ask guests to remain seating until we get off the platform. On behalf of my wife, Denise, along with all of us at Northwest, let me say how proud we are of you as Bearcats. Your diploma is testament to your work, to your decision to live and work as an educated person. Our society needs you now more than ever. Go forth and lead. Go lead the Bearcat way. Congratulations.